It feels great. We've mentioned 3 sentences before. In this world, you can offend just about anyone. For example, you can offend those little CCP cells, because their ability isn't that strong, right? If you offend them, at worst, you just pack up and leave, right? You go live somewhere else, and there's nothing they can do about it, right? For instance, those bastards in Iran, they don't have much skill either. Like those in Russia, no real skill. So what if you offend them, right? What can you possibly do to me? But, everyone, you must remember, no matter who you offend, never offend the United States. Warren Buffett had one saying, you must remember it. Never bet against the dollar, never short the dollar. If you short the dollar, you are finished. You'll be in big trouble. You will end up destitute. So in certain places where they are pushing for RMB internationalization and wanting to replace the dollar, your end is truly near. Give me a break, okay? Don't you have any self-awareness? They say Iran has been signing contracts with France recently. France has become trashy now. They say, I can agree to whatever conditions you want, but you must satisfy one requirement. Don't use the US dollar as the settlement currency in the future. We, Iran and France, can just do direct currency exchange. I'm telling you, France's doomsday is coming. It's about to kick the bucket. You short the dollar, you do this kind of thing with Iran, and you are dead. The third sentence is what? Never talk down the United States. So I'm telling you, never offend the United States, never short the US dollar, and never talk down the United States. The US has a great internal quality. It is an openness, a power for self-correction. Anyway, I'm making this very clear. I'm the only one saying this. No one else is saying it. I'm not saying this because I'm proud. Some people wouldn't understand it even if you told them. They can't explain it clearly. The United States is a nation blessed by God. It has an internal, open-ended self-correction capability that comes from the truth and from the Word of God. The U.S. isn't the best country, but the U.S. can correct its course at the most critical moments, so it doesn't fall and shatter into pieces. Unlike other countries, between person, and nation, the difference is actually right here. Some places simply don't have this capability. When I was a student, I heard a saying that moved me deeply. A British thinker once said, "Truth helps America correct its course. God helps America correct its course." It's not about how smart Americans are, nor is it about how great Donald Trump is. It is that those nations and people who love the truth and stand with certain values possess an open-ended self-correction capability. So why do I want to write a book? I just want to write something about open-ended self-correction. Now look at reality. Some people bully the common folk at home while sending their children, lovers, and mistresses all to the United States. This includes places like China and Iran. It's all the same. A big disaster has struck today, so I'll say it again. No matter who you offend, never offend the United States. Let's talk about something more specific. Some key figures in the U.S. see these things very clearly. They know how to deal with these people. They know how to deal with Iran, Cuba, and the like. If you go and offend people like that, aren't you just looking for death? Take Qasem Soleimani, for example. You could say he was one of the representative anti-American figures. Very fierce. Did many things targeting the U.S. But the result? His daughter, his grandson, more than 20 family members are living in the United States, in places like New York and Long Island, living large, driving luxury cars, and staying in mansions. When they were in Iran, their heads were covered. Once they got to America, it was a completely different lifestyle. What is this? This is reality. Now, if a policy is suddenly used, for example, revoking green cards, arresting everyone, and deporting them back, that would be a direct hit. It is said that not only Iran, but also the children of some high-ranking officials in China have been targeted. So I say, that is the truly ruthless move. Let's go back to Donald Trump. He is an atypical politician, not a career politician. Many things he does are based on basic common sense, so it feels very comfortable to watch. Some have summarized the few things he has done, all very direct, very tough operations. So look at it again now. Countries like China, Iran, and Russia have almost no reaction to many things. They don't dare to react. Then there's Afghanistan. The U.S. left behind large-scale military equipment. Now they are demanding its return. If it's not returned, tough measures will be taken. When dealing with thugs, you use this method. And then there's Marco Rubio. He went from having very low support early on to rising rapidly. Now he has entered the core circle, and in the future, he is likely to go even further. At the same time, young people like J.D. Vance are also coming up. In the near future, the U.S. will likely be led by these younger, tougher people. Finally, look at reality again. Some people are starting to get anxious now. It's said they are starting to look for ways out, hoping their children won't be deported back. Because once they go back, everything is gone. All previous arrangements would be in vain. Serves them right. Thank you.